That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Your favorite Chicano stream on the internet is back. All right. Don't forget to hit that pinche like button right there at the bottom. There's also a button right next to it. The Chinga Tu Madre button is all to the gravy, baby. You can go ahead and hit that one right there. The Chinga Tu Madre button. That one's for the creeps, the weirdos, the lurkers, the stalkers, the predators, the chomos, the lames, fake tough guys, fake OGs, and all of their supporters. Hey, hit the pinche Chinga Tu Madre button. You don't got to like the content, but you got to pay to play. Also, all right, before we get into the title of this video, this is a reaction to Drewski's auditions and Mexicans acting black. Okay, let's talk about that one right there. Might ruffle some feathers, but this shit is way too real, man. I don't know how to keep it anything other than a buck, right? But first, let's keep it professional. And let's go through the formalities, cabrones. Gracias to all the day oneers, man. I appreciate your support, man. We're knocking on the door, 16K, 20K, 30K. I appreciate all the day oneers, man. Also, I get the biggest shout out always of them all to the members only. The members only is the backbone of the community, man. I highly appreciate the members only more than they know, cabrones. I just appreciate you guys, man. You guys are the VIPs, all access, the content creator series of fighting, and some. For your donation every single month, that's just fuel, man. Just to let you know, that donation you make every single month is just fuel to keep it going, to keep us moving, and we ain't going nowhere, homes. Also, if you're new to the channel, hey, stay subscribed, man. We drop nothing but fire bangers here on the daily, cabrones, all right? Anyways, enough of the intro. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So something came across my feed. Actually, this was something that was sent over to me, and I reacted to. I think it was on the Friday Night Live, and I thought it was hilarious, right? I thought it was hilarious, and people are going to get their panties in a bunch, which I have no control over. If you're a very weak, emotionally fucking simp-ass dude, then you're going to get your nalgas offended every single time, and that's fine. We're going to know it because we're going to see the nalga offended videos, right? But here we like to shoot shit straight, and what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and it is what it is, man. I don't know how to do anything other than to keep it real. I mean, I just don't, because first of all, I don't have the fucking time to even be on YouTube or Twitch. Man, shout out to Twitch. We just extended the community over to Twitch. The numbers are growing over there. So I just don't have time to fake the funk or be a character when I'm on the internet, like the Runner or Maniaco, you know, they're little fucking Grand Theft Auto characters, or the Micro Machine Man, Joker kind of clown characters. I just am who I am, right? So this came across, and I'm going to react to it. I'm going to bring it up on the screen, though. I do want you guys to see it as well. Here is Drewski. And just to let you know what Drewski does, man, Drewski is a factor. He is signing people over to his entertainment company, whether you are a rapper, whether you are a comedian, whatever you are, right? Maybe if you're a lady, female, you're a model, depending on how you look. If he Drewski, right, because it's his fucking company, considers you model material, he'll sign you for whatever he wants to sign you, right? They sign a little piece of paper, the ones that he moves on to the next round, o quien sabe que la chingada, right? He gets him sign a piece of paper, but I'm sure it's just for the cameras, because obviously you never want to sign an agreement you don't fully read. Me, myself, I wouldn't draw it up, or I wouldn't read it. I actually would have an attorney do that. I want to make sure I'm in the legal right every single time, okay? We ain't doing no more pinche chuecuras, all right? That's already been done for too long, and now we fly straight, pendejos, all right? That's all we're going to do over here. So I would have an attorney do it, but that's after the fact, so he has him do that if he picks them. Well, there was two gentlemen that came across his audition streak, ring, whatever you want to call it. And let me see, I think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, let me get a little bit bigger for you guys. There you go. Actually, I don't know if I like that one or I like this one. You know what? Let me see. I think I'm going to do this. All right, let me do it this way, gente. My bad. I just want to make sure, it's big enough for you to see, and then I'm also in the frame, like I want to be in the frame. Let's hear what Drewski has to say, cabrones.
Mexican trying to be black. Let's get him out of here. Trying to be black.
It's your boy Montana, you heard?
Yes. Another Mexican trying to be black. Get him out of here. Yeah. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Bring him in.
All right, let's watch it one more time. One more time, and let's talk about it. One more time.
Mexican trying to be black. Let's get him out of here. Trying to be black.
It's your boy Montana, you heard?
Yes. Another Mexican trying to be black. Get him out of here. Yeah. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Bring him in.
All right. That's enough. I'm gonna keep it on this view though, because I like this view better, this perspective of it. So anyways, so again, this is where people get all up in their feelings and that's not a black culture thing, that's not a Mexican culture thing. Can things be appropriated over to individual cultures without being a pinche racista? Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Cálmate with your little sensitive needs, pinche nalgas, okay? Cálmate. Yes, there's things that belong to the brown community, and yes, there's things that belong to the black community. That's just the way it is, man. So when I see these two individuals, I see one individual looks like he's wearing Shirley locks. Okay, if you don't know what Shirley locks are, I remember the first time I heard Shirley locks, the phrase was Selly Cell back in 92, 93, when he came out with Heat for Your Ass. Heat for Your Ass, as AZZ, right? I try to say it that way, but it's just, again, the Chicano, man. I can't fucking say things that aren't, not normal. I mean, you don't roll off my tongue fucking naturally, right? Heat for your ass. Anyways, I heard him say Shirley locks, and that's when I knew, okay, these are the braids. So one individual comes in, Shirley locks hanging off his head. That to me is not a Chicano thing. When you think of a Chicano thing, you think of, hey, the hair, the pinche, like what my dad wore. My dad used to wear brillantina. You know what I mean? Brillantina is tres flores, but it's the shine. Brillar means shine. Brillantina is some shit that shines, okay, I guess. And he used to wear brillantina. You think of brillantina, you think of tres flores. I actually like Murray's more than like Three Flowers because I liked the hair not to be slick back, but to like almost be flat slick back on my head, right? Not that I had long hair, but flat slick back because my hair kind of curls. One time I didn't cut it for 6 months because I was torcido, and it started curling, and I was like, shit, man, that was too long. But I like Murray's more. That to me is how I picture a Chicano. Again, if you're a youngster, depending when you were born, then you might have came up in a whole different generation, and you might call me an older head. Oh, Mikey, we could wear Shirley locks. Hey, that's cool, man. The youngsters already know what time it is with me. I'm the last baboso, okay, that's going to tell you, hey, don't do nothing because it looks like this. But I'm stating the obvious facts. The reason I state these facts, just to be very clear with the people, man, very clear with the people. The reason I state these facts is because I actually promote the handing down of our culture unwatered down. But again, Shirley locks, braids, maybe people can say even the indigenous had braids or that, I don't know, okay? But it's not 1,000 or 2,000 years ago, okay? Unless you were born 1,000 or 2,000 years ago, were you? Oh, you learned it in a book or you learned it on YouTube? I'll hold. Anyways, so the one individual had Shirley locks. That to me is not a Mexican, not a Chicano culture thing, or Mexican thing, right? Chicano is a culture, Mexican is heritage, right? Is la sangre mexicana, right? And then the other individual that came up, again, it could be both a visual thing, how they're dressing, whatever. But the second individual says, let's just hear it one more time. I want to hear what he says because I can't mimic his accent unless I hear him again.
Mexican trying to be black. Let's get him out of here. Trying to be black.
It's your boy Montana, you heard?
Yes. Another Mexican trying to be black.
Okay, that's what I forgot. Okay, now I know how to say it. I'm gonna say it just like the way he said it, okay? Is your boy Montana, you heard me? Is your boy Montana, you heard me? Again, if you heard that and we're not on the internet, again, sensitive nalgas get mad. Sensitive nalgas make your videos and get all mad and just show how emotionally weak you are. But if you heard that and say you're just listening to a podcast like an MP3 style, right? Not like a visual one, like right here we're talking. What would you think? Is that a Mexican? This is a boy Montana, you heard me? I'm just keep it a buck, man. And even the OG Africanos or in the black community are gonna say, what that motherfucker's saying is the truth.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Now, another thing, this is not in this video, but it's similar related. I thought it correlates, so let me talk about it just for a minute or two, is Mexicans using the N-word. I'm going to give you 2 minutes of thoughts on those things, okay? That is something not from my generation. I'm born in 81. I'm 44. I'm about to turn 45 on January next month. I'm knocking on the door, cabrones, to be specifically on the 14th. My birthday's coming up, cabrones. That's something not in my generation. In my generation, if a Mexican said that word, it would absolutely cause an issue. Cause an issue. Like if we're chilling, it's the house party, it's the 90s, homies, homegirls, or whatever you want to call it, friends. And someone came out and just said that word, it would absolutely stop the party. Again, the youngsters, the times, I get it, times have changed. Youngsters, I'm not knocking it, man. I'm not knocking it. Again, I'm only promoting the passing down of the culture in an unwatered down manner. That's all I'm doing, man. That's all I'm doing, man. And to teach our children Spanish as well. Okay, real quick, I don't want to digress, but I heard Ryan Garcia on a stream on Kick ask his dad, why didn't you teach me Spanish? He goes, I didn't have the time, man. We're traveling to boxing tournaments every single weekend as you're an amateur, and I see that you were going to turn pro because I knew you had the talent. I didn't have the time. Well, that's a lie, man. Big Henry, you had the time, cabrón. Lo único que tenías que hacer es hablarle español, pero del principio hasta el pinche fin, man. Desde que madruga en la mañana, hey, arréglate, güey. Hey, vete a agarrar algo de comer, güey. Hey, lava tus pinches dientes, güey. Hey, agarra tu bolsa para el gimnasio. Vámonos en el pinche carro, güey. All you had to do was speak to him in Spanish consistently. Get up, get your shit. Let's go. We're going to the tournament. Get in the car. Get something to eat. Brush your teeth. That's what I just said. And it could have happened, and I promote that, man. I'm not going to be the baboso to let the culture go. It's not going to be me, man. And it's not too late, man. If this is convicting you for some reason, it's not too late, man. Take a fucking Rosetta Stone Spanish course and then start teaching your kids, man. Speak some Spanish, at least enough for them to get by in life, right? But anyways, that's a whole nother subject. I'm digressing again, right? Drewski. The N-word is something that absolutely would have blew up a situation and what it became an issue now in my generation, right? Because my generation, you know, it was kind of like, it reminds me of two movies, my generation. Mi Vida Loca, okay? Everyone dressed like, remember Mi Vida Loca, Neto, and the little mini truck and shit. Mi Vida Loca and Menace to Society. That's actually, you know, that's how it was, right? But everyone's dressed the same. I mean, well, the gangbangers, right? The Mexicans or even the Africanos, right? Both dressed the same, right? If they're gangbanging, right? Blue Dickies or overalls or all that shit, right? Ben Davis usually mostly over here, except the Dickies jeans. We used to love the Dickies jeans or Frisco Bands or Solos and shit like that, right? But the N-word can be seen as a very disrespectful term when it doesn't come from the black community. Now, I want to say this. GB, shout out to Ghetto Boy. GB Merced, man, does a lot for the community. He gets también targeted by the pinche PD unjustly, unfairly, probably because of the calles. And if you know, you know. If you don't, then you don't. But he does a lot of things for the community. Backpack, toy drives, turkey drives, blanket giveaways. He does a lot of things, right? Well, I like a video that he said when OGs laced him up on saying the N-word when he got behind the walls. And this is in the county setting. So one clecha is the county setting, and then when you hit the state, they really prepare you for the state and the county. Salinas was a whole lot different. They prepared us in the juvenile for the county, and then even all the way to the state. It was crazy. It was a different environment. But anyways, GB said in the county, he got laced up by the OGs and said, look, man, that can be seen. That can be seen as a disrespectful term, which will cause groups to get into a pinche guerra over it. Do you want to be responsible for that? Because if you become responsible for that, your career just ended. And other things, right? They laced them up on how it can be seen, how it's not the Chicano culture, Mexican culture. When I say Chicano, Mexican is what it all boils down to. Put them in the same thing. The other day, the hater world was asking me, Mexican, Chicano. I said, bro, it boils down to Mexicano. We ain't going to argue no more who falls under the Chicano banner because me and American Cholo both agree that's low-level shit to stay hanging on if we're trying to advance. But if you're not trying to advance and you ain't got shit to talk about, then keep rehashing that old bottom level, bottom fucking 101, arguments and debates. But he got laced up even more on how it's wrong for Mexicans to say the N-word. It's just wrong. Okay, maybe I did, instead of 2 minutes, maybe I turned that into a 5-minute thing. But I want your thoughts, you guys. Go ahead and let me know below what you think of what Drewski said. He's speaking from his heart. If I'm over here and I speak from my heart and people want to start calling me a radical Mexican, this or that, well, at least they're calling me Mexican and it's verified that I am, right? Because I don't know any other pendejo on the internet that has pulled not only his ancestry DNA, but hired a biologist to pull his blood and analyze his own blood in his own lab with the ancestry DNA so he can come to a better conclusion with 2 sets of information. And I'm 52% indigenous, and I'm 47% Spaniard, and 1% is a mixture of a lot of other things, right? You can watch that video. It's back in May. Science teacher. Shout out to science teacher. I am Mexican. At least you could say that, right? Not 10%. Right? Or 5%. Some of these babosos will try to avoid their ancestry DNA or say they don't believe it because they don't want people to see the Anglo in their blood or the other 5 or 6 different things that are mixed inside their blood. And maybe they don't want the names that come behind it. I'm not here to judge. It just is what it is. I just wanted to prove my point that at least que sí soy Mexicano, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm a first generation. I know what I'm talking about, cabrones. That doesn't belong to us. Neither does rap music. Rap music does not belong to us. You want to give us any kind of music, Chicanos, oldies. Chicanos, Mexicanos, then give us oldies. Okay, we'll fight for that. And give us old school también, because that was just the vibe on the calles también. Give us that as well, but rap music's not ours. Braids, I don't know. Some people will maybe point out some history on braids or Shirley locks. Maybe they'll say, no, our ancestors wore Shirley locks. I don't know. Maybe they did. And I just don't know 2,000 years ago, right? All I'm speaking about is my generation and how I grew up. But I want your thoughts below, man. If anything I said was wrong, comment below. Right now is the time, man. Drop that pinche like, hit that like button right there, or hit the chinga tu madre button right next to it. Gente, I want to hear your thoughts. I don't think YouTube is ready for motherfuckers to speak from their heart, man. Because these soft nalga ass dudes are just gonna react. Racist, 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 racist. Because you ain't got shit to talk about. You ain't got nothing else to talk about. Just tell the truth. Gente, I'm out. Don't forget to help others move in excellence because it's gonna bless them. At the same time, it's gonna bless you. To the next episode, your favorite Chicano stream on the internet is out. I appreciate you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.